y'all doing, folks? It's Paw again, and I want to talk to you a little bit about how we perceive things. And some comments was made to me, and I was a little bit puzzled by them until I started looking at things, you know, through other people's eyes. It wasn't until I got up to Pennsylvania that I realized that there's something very unique about watching people on YouTube. You see, all you know about someone or something is what you see through that lens right there. You don't know how big I am. You don't know how small I am until you meet me in person. Because you can't tell from that camera lens. You can get an idea, but you can't be sure. You see, most of the time that we appear in these YouTube videos, the camera is up a little higher than what I have it set now. I've got it set a little lower right now. But the camera rarely is ever set exactly eye level or below eye level looking up. And the reason for that is nobody likes to look up somebody's nose. Okay? So we tend to set our camera up a little bit so it can shine down and not only get us in the picture, but also what we're doing, because we can't always be moving the camera. So we have to take the lesser of two evils. It's either we got a camera operator that can move back and forth and pan and all that, or we've just got to just take an average shot. And a lot of people commented to me, everyone that met me, they thought I was a little short. I thought you was a little short fat liar, a little short guy. And I go, no. Whatever will give you that idea? Well, you just look small on YouTube. And I realized that most of my camera angles was from above looking down. Because as you watch this video, your brain is trained that camera has become your eyeball. And as you look at it, it's like that's the height of your eyes. So if I raise that camera up and you're looking down on me, you tend to believe that from your height, that's the image you're going to get. So we have to keep that in mind, because when I met a friend in Pennsylvania, all of his videos was all spent usually sitting behind a table or something, and it was raised up a little bit, and all it did was look down at him, and he had to look up at the camera, or he looked down at his computer. And I never in a million years would have thought that individual was bigger than me. Well, he's a big old boy. Oh God, he's a big old boy. Well, we both are. But I'm like, man, I would never believed it. I never would have believed this guy was this big. And it started adding, you know, give me fuel for thought. And I realized it's how we're perceiving things. And bless her heart, some little old lady left a comment on Homestead Tessie's live stream. She left a comment about that drunkard. And I'm going, why would anybody call me a drunkard? Yeah, I drank some glasses of wine and fell asleep on my own live stream last Saturday. But I always tell people, a couple of glasses of this and you're out like a light. I guess I was demonstrating my product. But it's funny because like throughout the week, I don't drink anything. No, it sounds strange, but I don't. The only time I drink something is I'm on the air. So I guess every time you see me, I'm drinking wine, so I must be a drunkard. And there couldn't be anything further from the truth. I was talking to Tessie. Tessie said, I thought you drank every day. I said, no. I said, just whenever I'm making a video. I said, heck, we was doing a live stream 2 or 3 months ago. And I made up like 6 jugs of wine right there on the air while we were talking. And I set them on the floor back there where I sat in front of the computer. And heck, I was pulling one up off the floor last Saturday. One that I'd made, like 2 or 3 months ago. So it's all in how we perceive things. So this lady calls me a drunkard, and I did get intoxicated. I'm not gonna say I didn't last Saturday, but it's not an everyday thing. And I realized, yeah, I do these wine making videos and tasting videos, and people would see me drink it and taste it and all that, and I could see how they could perceive that. But that's not the right perception, or that's not the true picture. And then one guy says, man, you look a lot better without all that face grass, talking about my beard. And he was a new subscriber. And see, he doesn't know, because he hasn't been, didn't know me 6 months ago or whatever. He doesn't know that February 26th, 2016, I was clean shaven, had a haircut and everything, and made the promise that I would go for 1 year without shaving, just to play Santa Claus for the children. So, this right here is not the way Pawpaw normally is, especially his long hair. I'm retired military, but I wanted to do this for the children. I wanted to play Santa for them and have a nice big white fluffy beard. And I love children. I do anything for children. So here this guy's thinking, I'm just a damn bum. And a lady at my bank says, Bob, if I did not know you, I would stay clear of you. I say, I know I look a little rough. But again, it's all in how you perceive someone. And I don't know what gives people the idea that just because it is possible to make a comment on someone's video, just because it's possible don't always mean you ought to do it. I don't know what gives people the idea that they have the right to say nasty things to the creator of a video. Who do they think they are? Are they the internet police? Are they the moral judgment of the world? I don't think so. So I just want to tell you that I really enjoy each and every one of your comments, the positive ones. The negative ones get me a little bit of attention too, but I just delete those, so nobody ever reads them but me. But I just want to tell you, that we need to sometimes maybe think before we speak. That's a lesson that's been trying to be drilled in our heads ever since we were little kids. Maybe before you set the keyboard on fire with your hateful speech and hateful comments, maybe you need to stop and step back for just a moment and ask yourself, do I truly know that person in order to be able to call that person a bad name? If you were face to face with an individual, if you were at an individual's place of employment, would you call that person a drunkard to his face? Would you call that person a drunkard in front of his employer? Because if your comment, if your scathing comment and opinion were to be proven to be false, and you cost that person their job, that's a civil suit. But because it's the internet, some of these women out there that think they're holier than thou and their feces contains no odor, I reckon they think that they can rule the world because everyone should bow down and listen to their opinion and act the way they say people should act. Well, I think we all should act in a manner that brings joy to people's lives, makes people laugh, makes people smile. I was in Pennsylvania and I was told, you know, Bob, up here, people don't smile and greet others and all that kind of stuff, unless you get on up in northern Pennsylvania, up in the hills. He said people here are too busy about their lives and worried about what they're going to do 4 days from now. Yet I didn't find that to be true at all. Everyone I spoke to was just as nice as they could be to me. Because when I spoke, I always smiled, and I always tried to greet them in a pleasant manner. I tried to call them by name if they had a name tag on. And I tried to say, you know, something that would, you know, brighten their day. And some of my friends noticed me take the effort one evening. Our waitress had been very nice to us. So she come by the table one more time. I said, Miss, would you mind getting your supervisor over here for me to talk to, please? Sure. So her supervisor came over and I said, you know, people are quick to bitch. People, by God, they'll go out of their way to take the time to say something nasty about somebody else. I said, but rarely in today's world will someone take the time to say something nice. And I just wanted to tell you that that waitress went above and beyond, and everyone could take lessons from her on how to treat customers and, you know, how to represent a company. I said, that waitress right there could not have done anything better than what she did tonight. And this girl was somewhat shocked to hear a customer brag. She says, this never happens. I said, well, that's a shame. It ought to happen more often. You know, people ought to take the time to say wonderful things about someone that's working a thankless job. And with that, I think I'll let you go. I just want to tell you, you know, think before you speak sometimes. And if you're going to speak, could it possibly be something nice? Be nice to somebody today. Be nice to somebody tomorrow. Try to make a point to be nice to someone every single day. And if you can do that, if you can try to be nice to one person every day, then before you know it, you're going to be nice to everyone every day. And the world just keeps on getting better. Because your emotions are contagious. If you're sad, people get sad with you. But if you smile at someone, they can't help but smile back. They might wonder what you're up to. But if you smile and try to be pleasant, you'll find that even the most stubborn, hateful person, after a while, their outer shell starts to melt, and that true nice person deep down inside is able to dig its way back out. Have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. Bye, everyone.